Good morning, students. Myself, Professor P.B. Ingre, and today we have to discuss the remaining part of the unit number 4, wind turbines. Okay, this is our another form of the energy, non-conventional energy source, wind turbines. Okay, so look at here, guys. This is the design of the wind turbines. You observe there is a design of the wind turbines. So how wind turbines work? You look at here the simple principle. Wind turbine operates on a simple principle. The energy in the wind turns 2 or 3 propeller like a blades around a rotors. The rotor is connected to the main shaft which spin generator and to create electricity. We know that this is our complete rotor. These are the blades. Okay. This is the generators and we know the generate the electricity. Okay. So you observe here, wind turbines are mounted on a tower. This is the tower. If you observe, guys, this is the tower. Okay, huge tower. Capture the most energy at 100 feet or 30 meters above the ground. This is the height of the towers. They can advantages faster and less turbulent winds. Because at the top of the towers, we know this is the tower. And there is a connection of this wind turbine blades will be there, right, guys? This is the tower will be there, and there is the we have to getting the wind which is very smooth. There is no any means less turbulent wind will be there. Turbulent means the flow is like that. This is the turbulent nature. So if you increase the height, the wind flow is very smooth, guys. Here the nature of the flow is very smooth. This is the operation of the wind turbines. So at the top of the positions, the height of the tower is very high. What is the height? The height is above 100 feet or 30 meters. So wind turbine can be used to produce the electricity for a single home or a building, or they can be connected to an electricity grid for a more wider spread electricity distributions. So this is the application of the wind turbines. Means we can generate the electricity for a single home, or we can generate the electricity for a multiple home, or we can develop the electricity grid there. So if you observe the wind turbine components, so what are the component, guys? These are the blades. This is the hub. The blades are connected to the hub of the turbines. This is the bearing, gearbox. This is the brake. This is the generator, and these are the nacelles. So how it is work? So before we observe some components, you see here in this diagram also. The one number is blades. These are the blades of the wind turbine. The second number, this one, this is the rotor of the wind turbine. Third number is the pitch. Pitch of the blades means this is the complete, this system is nothing but the pitch of the blades. Okay, the area of the blades. Then we can require the brake, means to stop the operating of these wind turbines. We can use the brake will be there. Then low speed shaft. This one is a low speed shaft. Then sixth number is, this is our gearbox. Then what is controller? To control the operation of the wind turbine, this would be done with the help of this controller, guys, here. This is the 8 number is controller units. Then another is a generator. This 7 number is generator to generate electricity. Then what is there is a anemometers will be there. This is the anemometer for balancing purpose. This is the 10 number is a wind vane. Okay, balancing purpose. Then after that, what is there is a nacelle should be there, high speed shaft, yaw drive, yaw motor, and tower. So these are the various components is included in a wind turbines. So if you discuss here, guys, in this big diagram, so you observe here, this is the complete diagram of the wind turbines. So in a wind turbines, there are the different blades will be there, and these blades are connected to this hub of the wind turbines. This is the okay, and this is the flow of direction of the wind flow. This wind is strike on the blades. Okay, and this kinetic energy of the winds is converted into the mechanical energy, and mechanical energy converted into the electrical energy. Means what is here electrical energy conversions? kinetic energy converted into a mechanical energy, and mechanical energy converted into the what is electrical energy. So such type of the operation or energy conversion occurs in a wind turbine, guys. So let's we discuss here one points, the anemometers. So what is the use of the anemometers? So what is the measure the wind speed and transmit the wind speed data to the controller. This will be done with the help of the anemometers. So this is our anemometers, guys, to measure the wind speed, how much velocity of the wind will be there. This will be calculated or measured with the help of the anemometers, and this complete data, whatever the value which is measured by this anemometer, this value is transferred to the this controller unit, guys. Okay. Then after that, the second component will be their blades. So what is the use of the blades? Most turbines have either 2 or 3 blades. Okay, wind blowing over the blades cause blade to lift and rotates. Then third is the brake system will be there, the disc brake, which is can be applied mechanically, electrically or hydraulically to stop the rotor in emergencies. So these are the braking system will be there. So you observe there is due to the heavy speed, very high speed will be there, just like the cyclone type of the situation. So in that situation we cannot rotate the wind turbines. So at this situation what will be do, we have to apply the braking system to stop the rotation of the wind turbine. Okay. So suppose that due to the excessive speed, what happens, the wind turbine is rotated very high speed and there is a larger damage or accidental is occurs. So that's why to avoiding all these such type of the effects, what will be there, the braking system will be used there. The function of the braking system to stop the rotation of the wind turbine, guys. Then another is the controller, fourth number. What is the role? The controller start up the machine at a wind speed about 8 or 60 miles per hour. Shut off the machine at about how much? 60 mega mile per hour, and turbine cannot operate at wind speed about the 65. Okay, in this, because their generators could be overheat. So because of the high speed, there is a larger heat is produced inside the generators, and generator it may be damaged. Then another is a gearbox. Okay, this one is the gearbox functions. What is the gearbox? Gear is connected to the low speed shaft to high speed shaft. Increase the rotational speed from 30 to 60 rotation per minute, about 1200 to 1500 RPM. Okay, so this is the very simple principle. Means low speed is converted into the high speed, and this will be achieved with the help of the gearbox, guys. Okay. Then another is what is generator, usually of the self induction generator that produce the 60 cycle AC electricity will be there. This alternate current is produced inside the wind turbines. High speed shaft drives the generators. Okay, low speed shaft, the rotor turns the low speed shaft at 30 to 60 rotation per minutes. Then very IMP component is nacelle. So what is the role of the nacelle? The rotor attached to the nacelle, which sides atop the tower and includes the gearbox, low and high speed shaft, generator, controller and brake. A cover protects the components inside the nacelle. Some nacelles are larger enough for a technician to stand inside while working. So this complete assembly is nothing but the nacelle, guys. Means nacelle is the one type of the protection cover, and inside the nacelle this whole components like our what is we know this gearbox, generator, disc brakes, bearing. So this whole components is including inside the nacelle. This nacelle is a one type of the cover which protects this all parts of the wind turbines. Then another pitch, the blades are turned or pitched out of the wind to keep the rotor from turning in a winds that are too high or too low produce electricity. Then rotor will be used there. The blades and hub together is called as the rotors. So if you consider here in that situation, the hub and blades, this complete assembly is nothing but the rotor, guys. Means this is the, if you consider in this situation like that, so this is called as what is we call, this is called as the rotor, means which consists of this hub and consists of this blades. This circular portion is nothing but the rotor, guys. Okay. Then wind vane to measure the wind direction and communicated with the yaw drive to orient the turbine properly with respect to wind. There is a use of this wind vane. Okay, this is the wind vane will be provided at the back position of the wind turbine. Okay, and this will be connected with this controller units. Then after that, what is yaw drive? So upwind turbine to face into the wind. Yaw drive is used to keep the rotor facing into the wind as the wind direction changes. Downwind turbine don't require the yaw drive. Wind blower the rotor downwinds. Okay, yaw motor power the yaw drive, guys. So if you observe here, this is the yaw mechanism. So what is the role of this yaw mechanism? The role of the yaw mechanism to change the face of the wind turbines. Means suppose in this direction the wind flow like that. So what is the role of this yaw drive? The yaw drive to keep the face of the wind, this blades towards the direction of the wind turbine. Okay, this wind. Suppose the wind direction will be changed in this way. So in this way the yaw drive will be operated and to keep the face of the wind blades toward in this direction. Means according to the wind position, this blades change the face, and this will be done with the help of this yaw drive, and this yaw drive is connected with the controller, and control is transfer all data to the yaw drive, and this yaw drive change the position of the face of the blades according to the wind directions. Okay, and this will be operated with the help of these guys. What is this yaw motor? So this yaw motor is supply the power to this yaw drive, and this yaw drive will be work will be theirs. Now another is what is, so these are the various wind turbines components will be discussed now. Now let's we start the another topics. Let's we see here. So types of wind turbines. So what are the types? There are two type of the wind turbine, guys, here. Horizontal axis wind turbines, that is called as the WAT, WHAWT, and another is a what is vertical axis wind turbine, that is called as the WAT, that is called as right vertical axis wind turbine. So what happen in horizontal axis wind turbine is the most common because it's slightly more efficient than vertical axis wind turbine, thus producing more power for a given wind speed. Means this horizontal axis wind turbine produce the more electricity, more power as compared to the vertical axis wind turbine, guys. So horizontal axis wind turbine swept area always face the wind, but with vertical axis wind turbine the swept area is a cylinder perpendicular to the airflow. So as a such part of the swept area is working, while part is simply being blow around, not an optional angle to generate lift. So however, the vertical axis wind turbine has its advantages, being that it can be handled turbulent wind much better, therefore well suited to urban or residential locations. So in addition, because of the vertical axis wind turbine can take the wind at any direction and gearbox is close to the ground, whereas in horizontal axis wind turbine mounted high in the air and to able to rotate, so it's always facing the wind by using the tail vane. Okay, so we observe here the vertical axis wind turbine are usually much cheaper and economical to build. So let's we discuss here now. So see, guys, here what is the application principle. So this is the nature of the flow of the wind. So whenever the wind is flow, and as soon as the wind is strike on the blades, this is our what type of the wind turbine? Horizontal axis wind turbines. This shaft, the shaft of this wind turbine in the nature of the horizontals. That's why we call as a horizontal axis wind turbines. So this is the shaft of the wind turbine, and these are the blades will be connected. These are the blades. So whenever wind is strike here, what type of the forces will be there? There is a one lift force and another is a drag force. This is the blade of wind turbines. So what is the role of the lift force? The lift force is lift the blades in these situations, lifting. So lift force is responsible for rotation of the wind turbines, and drag force is a frictional force which stop the wind turbines for a rotation. The drag force is nothing but the what is the friction force which is stop the wind turbines, and lift force is what is responsible for the rotation of the wind turbines. So lift force is act at the bottom of the wind blades and increase the high pressure as compared to the top position. So whenever this pressure will be maximum, that is called as the lift force, the wind turbine start to rotate along its axis and generate the electricity. So let's we discuss this two diagram of the wind turbine, guys. Horizontal axis wind turbines and vertical axis wind turbines. So look at here. We know this is the hub and these are the blades, and this complete portion is nothing but the what is the rotors. So whenever the wind is strike on the blades, what happens? The blades is rotates, means the kinetic energy of the wind is converted into the what is mechanical energy, and these blades is rotates. We know the blades is rotate to the what is low speed shaft. Low speed shaft is connected to the gearbox. So along the blades of the wind turbines, what happen? This low speed shaft is rotates, and this low speed shaft is connected to the gearbox. Okay, and this gearbox is converted into the high speed with the help of this high speed shaft, and this high speed shaft is connected where toward the generators. And what is the function of the generator? To generate electricity. And this all the electricity cable is transferred through the tower bottom position, and then we can supply this electricity in our demanded area or required positions. And this whole complete assembly is mounted inside the nacelle. A nacelle is a one type of the cover, protective cover, and inside the nacelle this whole parts of the horizontal axis wind turbine is put up. Okay, and this whole assembly is mounted over this tower, and we know that this is a very high, a huge height of the tower, 30 feet towers. Okay, and this will be connected at the ground positions. So this is the designing of the horizontal axis wind turbines. Now another, guys, we have to discuss here now vertical axis wind turbine. So this is the diagram of horizontal axis wind turbine. These are the diagram of what is vertical axis wind turbine. Vertical means what is? The shaft is in vertical natures. Here is the shaft of the wind turbine is vertical. That's why it is called as vertical axis wind turbines. So how it will be work? You see here, guys. So look at here. So this is the blade of the horizontal axis wind turbine. Okay, these are the rotor blades, and the pitch is fixed, means there is no change in dimension of the blades. The blade dimension, it should be fixed here. That is called as the pitch of the blade is constant. These are the rotor diameters, and this blade is rotate along this vertical axis. That's why it is called as the vertical axis wind turbines. So whenever the wind is strike on these blades, what happens? The blades start rotate. Along with the blades, the low speed shaft gearbox is operated, and this shaft is connected to the generator. Okay, and generator is also rotate and generate the electricity. So where is the connection of the generator? Generator is located at the bottom position of this vertical axis wind turbines. Okay, but in horizontal axis, where is the location? The location of the generator is at the top position of the towers. Okay, but here generator is located at the bottom positions. So these are the various diagram is available regarding the vertical axis wind turbine. So that is called as the Savinius vertical axis wind turbine. Why it is called as the Savinius? Because the shape of the blade is S shape. That's why it is called as the Savinius axis wind turbine. This is the Darius vertical axis wind turbines. This is the Musgrave wind turbines or H shape or horizontal axis wind, vertical axis wind turbines. Yes or no? Yes. So here is what is more drag force is required to rotate the wind turbines. Means there is a larger force is required for rotation of this wind turbine, but here is a very less force is required for rotation of the horizontal axis wind turbine, guys. Okay, so guys, these are the difference. Whatever we see here, these are the difference. If you differentiate these both the wind turbines, so how can you differentiate here? The generator is placed at top position. In vertical axis wind turbine, generator is placed at the ground position. In second point, the maintenance of the vertical axis wind turbine is very easy. Why? Because the generator is placed at bottom position, so operator can easily operate. But the maintenance of horizontal axis wind turbine is very difficult, because every time the operator is go at the top position and to repair whatever the problem is occur inside the assembly. So it is very difficult to maintenance. It is very easy to maintenance. Then here power generation will be more, and here the power generation is very less. This is the means high costly wind turbines. The cost is very high. Here the cost is very less. Here is a low force is required for rotation purpose. Here is a very high drag force is required for rotation purpose. In this point, guys, the pitch of the blades will be changed. Means we can change the dimension of the blades, but here the pitch of the blade is fixed. The dimension of the blade cannot be changed. Okay, these are the simple differentiate between the horizontal axis and vertical axis wind turbines. Now another is the last portion, wind energy conversion system. So this is very IMP diagram, always ask the exam, explain the wind energy conversion system. So how it is explained, you see here. So what are the components? These are our blades, hub, gearbox, coupling, generator, converter, output power, controller, pitch control, speed and torque, excitation control, firing angles, rotor health monitoring unit, wind speed and pitch control. So what happen? The wind is flow and strike on the blades of the wind turbines. Okay, this is the kinetic energy of the wind. This wind is strike on the blades. So kinetic energy converted into which energy? In mechanical energy. The shaft is connected to the gearbox. This assembly is nothing but the what is mechanical interference. The shaft, gearbox, coupling. This is related to the what is mechanical. Generator. Then this utility grid. This connected to the electrical situation. Controller, pitch control, like this is connected to the computer situations. Okay. So this blades is rotate along with the blade. Blade, the shaft is rotate. This shaft is connected to the gearbox, and this gearbox and shaft is connected to the generator with the help of this coupling, guys. So what is the speed? Whatever the speed, and this will be controlled with the help of this control unit. So these are the sensor is where is connected to the controller. These are the another sensor is connected to the pitch controller. Is to change the dimension of the blades, to change the dimension of the pitch, this will be transfer the data to the controller, guys. Okay. Then what is the wind speed? This data is also controlled with the help of this controlling units. Then after the conversion of electricity converter, we know the conversion of AC to DC or DC to AC, like that. Then to load or utility grid, and some of the power is supplied to the controller for operating purpose. And then after that, the generation of the electricity, we can transfer this electricity over different location purpose, guys. Okay. And then we know the yaw control unit. What is the role of the yaw control unit? To check the direction of the wind and change the face of the wind turbine toward the direction of wind. This will be done with the help of this yaw control mechanism. So this is a simple explanation of the wind energy conversion system. So now here some of the advantages and disadvantages. So what is the advantages? Wind energy is fueled by the winds, so it is a clean fuel source. Another, wind energy does not pollute the air like power plant that rely on combustion of the fossil fuels. such as coal or natural gas. Wind turbine don't produce atmospheric emission that cause the acid rain on greenhouse gas. Wind energy relies on the renewable power of the winds. Wind energy is one of the lowest price renewable energy technology available today, costing between the 4 and 6 cents per kilowatt hours, depending upon the wind resources project financial of a particular projects. Yes or no? Yes. Then here guys, what you observed, disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of this wind? The wind power must compete with the conventional generation sources on a cost basis. Depending on how energetic wind site, the wind farm may or may not be cost competitive. Even thought the cost of the wind power has decreased dramatically in the past 10 years. The fuel technology required the higher initial investment that fossil fuel generators. Then another disadvantage is what is good wind sites are often located in remote location far off from the cities where electricity is needed. Transmission line must be built to bring electricity from the wind farm to the city. Another disadvantage is what is guys, all thought the wind power plants have to relatively little impact on the environment compared to the conventional power plant. So there is some concern over the noise produced by the rotor blades, aesthetic visual impacts. Sometimes the birds have been killed by the flying into the rotors. So these are the different disadvantages of the wind turbine guys. Okay, so here the end of our unit number 4. In next lecture we will be discuss our unit number 5. So I am stop here guys. Okay.